Good morning, everybody. Good morning, LinkedIn community. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, Twitter. Welcome to Stroke of Genius podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Olivo.
The Stroke of Genius podcast, hosted by brain aneurysm and stroke survivor Aaron Avila, sharing the experiences of survivors and CEOs. This is your destination for inspiration.
Today is a really special show, and I want to encourage anybody that's out there watching, if you are seeing us, this is a fully interactive show. So you'll be the comments on the screen, and I'll bring them up on this platform. And so other people can answer questions, my guests can answer questions, I can answer questions, whatever. But it's fully interactive. So today is a special show. This is a launch. The first show of Stroke of Genius podcast, executive experience. And I got a show that I got a guest today that I want to introduce you. So let's get right into this. We only got half an hour, but let's run into what I'd like to bring on.
Danna works with small and medium business owners to help them build an infrastructure for scalable growth. Are you confused as to what steps to take to grow your business? Are you overwhelmed and stuck not knowing the steps needed to move forward? Don't know whom to trust to help grow your business? Do you need money to grow your business? Are you tired of being told that you do not have revenue history to support a loan? Your business is not attractive investment for capital funding. Your personal credit is not strong enough. Danna's team will provide you with a fresh perspective on how to build a foundation for scalable growth, one that attracts not only customers, but sought after funding needed to exponentially grow your business. A solid foundation for growth will turn prospects into raving fans. One that will help you turn the no to a yes when it comes to funding your business. Whether you're seeking early startup financing or capital funding to take your business to the next level, we have cracked the code for getting the dollars you need. To learn more, visit our website at www.MarketAtomy.com. Our online e-learning environment, you may visit us at www.MarketAtomy.Academy. To discuss how the team can benefit your business, give Danna a call at 407-405-6410. Or you may email Danna at DANNA.OLIVO@MarketAtomy.com.
Okay, well, this morning I have a special guest, Danna Olivo. Thank you for being here, Danna.
Oh, thank you, Aaron. I'm looking forward to this.
You're CEO and MarketAtomy, and the reason Rebecca read your voiceover on email is because she didn't fully understand how to say it. And so I hope it was only too awkward, but hey, it's our first show, there's going to be a few bugs. But thank you for being here, Dan. I really appreciate it.
No, definitely, Aaron.
And we've had the pleasure of actually doing some. You fixed my calendar. Now, tell the audience out there, because we're on a shorter amount of time. Tell the audience, who do you target? If I just say, Danna, who do you solve? What problem do you solve? What would you say?
Oh, goodness. Well, MarketAtomy is a growth consultancy for small micro business owners. So what that means is I work with those business owners who are solo entrepreneurs. They might have up to 10 employees. They could be a brand new company, or they could be 3 years old. It's usually 0 to 3 years old. So they're still fairly new, and they haven't quite, most of them haven't quite reached revenue stage, or they are under, say, a $3 million gross revenue. So these are your micro business owners. These are the owners that are struggling because they don't have a lot of help right now to help them understand what they don't know. They don't know about growing a small business around their product or service offering.
Right. And I've had the pleasure of working with a couple of problems I had. You were nice enough to help me, because I'm one of those small entrepreneurs just starting to build up a network, a business, and not really having the revenue and you've been nice to help me, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
My heart is with those solo entrepreneurs, those ones. I've had 2 failed businesses in my past. I've been there, done that. I know exactly what everybody's going through. And it's my mission to alleviate a lot of that confusion. And that's what MarketAtomy is all about.
Now, the service you provide, what would you say is the most common problem out there, say for someone like me or someone in a smaller business? What would you say is the most common issue that you find out there?
What we like to refer to as OPA. Okay. What's OPA, you might ask? Okay. OPA is when you are so overwhelmed with the amount of work that needs to be done that you end up becoming paralyzed in hopes that it will take care of itself. And you tend to avoid doing anything, thinking that it's going to take care of itself, or you can put it off and take care of it later. So we like to jokingly refer to it as you're suffering from OPA, and we have the solution for OPA.
I really personally cannot wait to be able to work it, because you drive me to the T. My team that does all the work from helps me do the work is me, myself, and I. That's who does it. And I want to tell you about your list of questions, but I'm just gonna ask you what I want, because
you do what you want.
Your business is really fascinating. Hey, Charity, get more Charity's in the house.
Hey, Charity.
She also can relate.
Oh, yes.
You see the comment on the screen.
I can see.
Thank you for being in, Charity. We love you, honey. Yeah, that's one thing that Danna and I have about common. And that's we're both part of Jeffrey Hazel's C-suite network. And, for me, it has been you, Danna. You were one of the people that stood out as you care. You really, I thank you for being out there and doing what you do, because I feel very comfortable around you as a stroke survivor. I mean, speech issue. I really appreciate that. But I do want to ask you a question.
Yes.
See, how do people, we know we did that, but let's say without reading it, how do people get hold of you if they want to get, have a consult with you?
They can go through my website, which I've got 2 of them, because what I have my main website, which is MarketAtomy, and you can see it right there on my picture, MarketAtomy.com. Or I have an online e-learning environment that is affordable for early stage solo entrepreneurs, and it's MarketAtomy.Academy.
Awesome. So, I think probably people don't know. I build what I build, and you know a little bit about what I build. It is becoming a global. Stroke TV media is becoming global, no doubt. My reach is getting bigger and bigger. One post number is near 2,000 plus people, so it's getting bigger. but I think it's really hard. I think probably the most hard. How do we raise funds? Give small business if we could. How do we get into that fundraising part?
Well, when you're first starting out, okay, a lot of small solo entrepreneurs are self funded. Okay, you're paying it out of your pocket. The reason I started Market Academy was because of the fact that I saw so many of these small businesses robbing their 401ks and mortgaging their homes and things like that, and pumping money into a business that they really did not know how to run and grow. And so, seeing that and seeing them bleeding money and just throwing it out the window, and then it affects their families and their psyche, all of this. That is why Market Atomy was developed. Is I want to, the mission is to strengthen the small business community, and the only way to strengthen the small business community is through education. Okay. The media and everybody reports that the reason small businesses fail is lack of leadership, lack of funding, all of this. Well, that's not necessarily true, because if they knew how to do and how to grow their business, they'd be able to work through finding the funding and all of this. But they go in not understanding.
Right, you're speaking right to me. I'm exactly where you're at. No question. Everything I've done, everything I've built as a solopreneur has
Yeah.
been. Do you have a dog? Is there a dog, or what is that sound?
Not me.
Everything I've built has been funded by me. And trust me, a straight of his income is not enough to start a business. But people like you, knowledge is powerful. Charity, thank you for that comment. I appreciate that.
No, thank you, Charity. I have a lot of respect for you, Erin, after what you've gone through, and being able to take the ball and you still pursue your dreams, and what your goals are. I've been there as well. I had a major accident in 2012 and down in Brazil, when I was working down in Brazil. And I ended up being laid up and out of commission for over a year, going through surgeries and things like that. And as a small solo entrepreneur, it's difficult to come back from a situation like that if you don't have a strategy in place. And this is where I come in with MarketAtomy, is let's put that strategy in place. Should something happen, is there somebody to keep things running while you can't be there?
Well, if I answer the question, I'll say no. But I think probably it's so frustrating because I know what I'm doing is got real potential, no doubt. There's got what I'm doing. I don't want to make the show by me, because it's really about what it is. You resonate with me so much. I can't wait to get myself to that place, or I can use more of your services. Because
Well,
I tell you, people, if you're out there, if you're a small entrepreneur or starting out in business like me, there is no better person. I think what you do, Danna, is you care.
I do. And my husband likes to joke with me and says, Danna, we have to make money somehow. Because if it was up to me, I would give away my services all the time, because that's where my heart is with the small business owners. But unfortunately, you do have to make money. And so the reason we developed the Academy was for people like you, Erin, who can't afford my mentoring services yet, but you still need to get that education. So we developed the Academy. In fact, that was my way of pivoting during COVID, as I took all my knowledge and I put it into this Academy. So now small business owners can go in and they can get the education and they can develop programs that are customized to their business through the Academy.
Well, Danna, do me a favor and explain what is MarketAtomy. What is your academy?
Well, MarketAtomy.Academy is, like I said, it's an e-learning environment that has been specifically set up for micro solo entrepreneurs. There's nothing else out there like it right now. There's lots of educational platforms out there, and things like that, but nothing that actually will guide solo entrepreneurs, small business, micro businesses through the process of growth. And the Academy is set around 5 stages of growth: the see it stage, the prove it stage, the build it stage, the fund it stage, and the grow it stage. And so what the Academy shows them is sequentially you go through these stages and you learn what you need to through each of these stages so that you can get to a point where you're making revenue and you can afford for me to come in and strategically help you. But I don't want you to have to stay in limbo until you are able to afford it or anything like that. So this is my way of meeting the needs of micro business owners out there while they're building and growing their company.
Wow, it talked about filling a needed niche.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I'm excited. And for those of people that don't know, I had a small seizure last night. So if I speak, tell me, Dan, if I speak a lot funny. I didn't sleep all that great, but I did have a small seizure. I want to be declared. And it's not what I wanted. But Dan, I think what's amazing, how you just articulated everything I'm going through building a company. What a niche.
Yep. No, that's exactly it.
What gave you this passion? What gave you this what did it?
Well, like I said, when I've been there twice before, gone through it. I know exactly, what you're going through. But when I got back from Brazil after my accident, I had about a year's worth of surgeries I had to go through. And what had happened was during my recovery time, I had a lot of my friends and colleagues that had started their businesses during the latest recession. And they were coming to me and they said, Danna, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I can't seem to grow this business. And in the process of working with them, I realized what the true issue was. And it's lack of knowledge. It's not knowing what you don't know about growing a success, the infrastructure that needs to be in place to grow your business around your product or service offering. So in an effort to teach them is where the MarketAtomy concept came in. And the MarketAtomy concept is built around the human body. All right. And you should relate to this. Okay. In the human body, you've got the heart. The heart is your passion. That's your love. That's what drives your emotions, right? Okay. The brain of the body is where your playbook is. The brain tells the heart when to beat, how often to beat, etc. Right? So in the human body, the brain can't operate without the heart, right? And vice versa. Well, it's the same thing in business. In business, the heart of the business is your why. Why? What's your passion? Why do you do what you do? And in the brain of the business, that's where your business plan is. That's where your procedures are, your product service offerings. Everything that is the business is up in the brain. And you need that brain and the heart working together to push your marketing message out through the veins of the company, which is your marketing channels, to the body, which is your market. But when you take it a step further, the soul of the body or the business is you. It's your culture, your morals, it's your ideas that run that company.
Well, that is, I'm excited. I want to join it right now, but I'm at the place where I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I really can't take on any more projects. And, but man, Now I see why you call it MarketAtomy.
Yeah,
Now
marketing
that
anatomy. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You know, we're here. We're here for the long haul. Okay, we are here. That is my number one mission: is to work with these small businesses, and I want to reduce the number of failed businesses in the U.S. and through education. And the thing is I believe that by reducing the number of failed businesses, it's only going to strengthen our GDP as more money is pumped into the economy and our labor force. And not only that, it's going to strengthen the psyche of the entrepreneur and their families as these business owners teach their kids how to become entrepreneurs. So it's a win-win situation all the way around.
well, I want to say God bless you for what you're doing.
Thank you so much,
You know
Aaron.
what? Something that you people in the C-suite, Jeff Azor, has taught me: people over profits. And you're the epitome of that. Your whole passion, your whole energy is amazing. Your energy is, I can feel the energy is amazing. Gets me excited as an
Well, that's
entrepreneur.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. No, I enjoy really working with micro business owners because they are still pumped up. They're still, they haven't been beat down by all the roadblocks that they reach, And so my goal is to help you maneuver those roadblocks. So.
Well, let's take a little side note, Cam, because you know what I do. My other show is Survivor Experience. I
Mm-hmm.
do on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. every Wednesday at 9 a.m. on Stro TV YouTube channel. But please get it lit. I'm going to get a little personal here. And then Danna did not know this was coming. But tell me a little about your accident you had in Brazil.
Oh, goodness. I like to jokingly refer myself to the poster child of traffic planning.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I was down there. I spent almost 4 years working between Brazil and the U.S., creating relationships between U.S. companies and Brazilian companies in preparation for the Olympic Games and the World Cup Games that happened down there. And I was just coming back from a day of meetings, and my driver had just dropped me off, and I was walking across the street to my apartment, and one of their rapid buses ran a yellow light on a blind curve and hit me going about 45 miles an hour. And as a result, I ended up with 7 broken ribs, a collapsed lung, a lacerated liver on my right side, my right arm completely crushed, 2 blown eye sockets, and a hematoma. And if I hadn't just let myself go, okay, I wouldn't be here today. But when I saw the lamp, the headlamp was the only thing I saw of the bus right on top of me, I just kind of let myself go. I had already settled myself with God. So I already knew, if I went, fulfilled.
Wow.
But that's what saved me, was letting myself go. And like I said, I went through a lot of surgeries, and stuff like that. But that was a transformational moment for me, because when I came back to the US, I couldn't leave for about 2 months. But when I came back, I realized I had PTSD as well. Okay. And that PTSD brought out some things, issues that I didn't realize I had. One of which is my inability at the time to believe and receive. Okay. And what I mean by that is, like I have a lot of respect for you with what you're doing. I always believed I could do whatever I wanted to.
Right.
I would find a way. But when the PTSD was diagnosed, okay, that's something I didn't think I had control over. And it scared me. Okay. And then what happened was I found out that even though I had all this belief, when it came time to receive the reward for what I believed in, I would always sabotage it one way or another.
Right.
And that might have been why this accident happened down there, because we were so close to closing some deals, And by sabotaging, the reason I was sabotaging was because I knew that once I closed the deal, I'd have to deliver. So, it was a transformational moment for me. Yeah.
Wow, that is powerful, Dan. You and I really have never discussed that. And I definitely want to talk to you some more about that. But Chris, what point in your journey in life did you transition and go, I'm going to build MarketAtomy? Were you in the middle of right there or down there doing MarketAtomy? Okay.
No, it was when I got it was when I got back. When I was down there in Brazil, the company name was Davna LLC, which is David and Danna, my husband and I together. No, it was when I got back while I was recuperating and working with these other small business owners that I developed the concept that the name came about. And I said, this is where my heart's bringing me. This is where I need to go.
It's amazing because I know that I cannot be the only one in the world. I mean, I'm going to refer as many people as I can to you. But we also have Charity out there. I mean, both personal Charity, love Charity. And she's part of this Jeffrey Hazel as C-suite member. But, Charity and I, she doesn't know it. Don't tell her. But she's more advanced than me as far as really, but she has that dream. She has that vision.
You have to have that dream. She's got a very big dream, that involves an entire community and, and things like that. And that's a lot on her shoulders. But if she has that team behind her, she can do it. She can do it. And it's the same thing with you, Erin, as long as you have that dream and you have the people that are there to help you and you understand you can't do it alone, you can't do it in a vacuum. That's one thing I always tell my clients is you cannot run a business in a vacuum. I've done that before. I didn't have people to bounce ideas off of, and things like that. And it's amazing what happens when you do have those people.
When you say you can't build a business in that vacuum, you're saying it can be small if you do it. What do you explain that? Because I want to hear what you mean by that.
In a vacuum, what I mean is you are separating yourself from everybody else. You're in your own little pod, okay? And this is the reason why masterminds and coaching, I am a big proponent of coaching. You have to have coaching, okay, and accountability. That's why it's so important that you do this, because of the fact that you're more apt to start doubting yourself and your capabilities when you don't have feedback from other people. Now, we have to also look at the type of feedback you're getting. All right. When you go into an organization like C-suite, and things like that, you've got positive feedback all the way around, and we need that. We need that in order to grow as individuals, as business owners, everything. I tell my clients all the time, you can't just do the education. You have to have that coaching and that accountability to go along with it.
I think probably, I could use a team. I definitely could use a team. What is your suggestion for small entrepreneur like me? Mm-hmm. How do you develop a team with barely any finances or assets?
Well, in all honesty, I'm a solo entrepreneur too. I mean, I do have 2 employees, but the way that I build that team around me is through virtual people, through the gig economy, Fiverr, Upworks, all of this, virtual admins, graphic design. I just wrote a press release because I was just invited to the Leadership Council with the National Small Business Association. So I just put out a press release. Well, I don't want to spend the time. I don't have the time to distribute that press release. And so I just went into Fiverr and I found somebody that I've used before for distribution. And I just send over the press release and they distribute it for me. So take advantage. And I mean, it's like $15. Take advantage of the gig economy to help you build your team.
Wow, I'm excited because I want to have you back on the show again someday because
I would love to, Aaron.
You're speaking my language. I know that I cannot be the only one out there that is in the place you speak of. You know it. I know you know it because everything you're saying is resonating to the core who I am as an entrepreneur and small CEO doing it, building a company, everything you're saying. But, I want you to repeat Market Atomy's website. How do they get to it? One more time.
Okay. Well, you can reach Market Atomy through MarketAtomy.com. You can also reach the Academy through my .com website. You can also reach me at my email, which is Danna, Danna.Olivo, Olivo, at MarketAtomy.com.
Perfect. Well, Dan, I hate to say it, I could talk you for a bunch more, but we're out of time. But, this show will also be a video on YouTube, soon to be on C-Suite Network TV, C-Suite TV, and will be broadcast also on C-Suite Radio. Dan, I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you, Aaron. Yes, thank you. I really enjoyed this, and I'll be back anytime you want me. So,
all right, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Take care, Dan.
Okay, bye-bye.